to say goodbye. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. But it's cool, Daniella, because you're going to grow up to be Batman. It's going to be awesome. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Founders Fortune. Yes, back with some more Founders Fortune. So let's just bring ourselves up to speed here. Things have happened. There was a pirate attack last time, which was unfortunate because the pirates came from the sea, and I've planned all my defenses for a land attack, so they got in with no problems. And we couldn't get to the war room quickly enough before they swarmed all over us and stabbed us with their pointy pirate swords. So, people are dead. People are dead. Not gonna lie. Specifically, Robert and Henrietta, who were a couple, they were an item, and they've died together, which I think is fitting, really. It's fitting. And I was bemused when the comments for the last video came in, because everyone said, well, that was a nice little run, fun to watch, thanks for playing Founders Fortune. As if we were done. As if it were over. We have survivors. There are people still in this colony. And at the wee hours, when we do colony builder games, we don't quit until every single colonist is dead. That's how we do things around here. So we have survivors. People survived the pirate attack. Now, let's be brutally honest. They are our three worst colonists. Robert and Henrietta were pretty much holding everything down here. But we have Jonathan. Jonathan is an idiot. Jonathan is a complete moron, and he's a xenophobe. He hates everyone. So, not our best colonist. And we have Mia. Nobody ever really gets along with Mia. She just kind of rubs people the wrong way. And we have Doris. Doris is actually pretty competent at gardening, or at least she was. We're going to come back to that in a second. But Doris is mostly okay. And then, of course, there's Daniella, the child. The child of Robert and Henrietta. So let's be very clear before anyone rushes to the comments section. I already thought of it myself. Daniella has just watched her parents be murdered by criminals. Daniella is clearly going to grow up to be Batman. It also may surprise no one at all to know that watching her parents get murdered by criminals has had a slightly negative effect on Daniella's childhood experiences, so she is now evenly balanced between 4 positive experiences and 4 negative experiences, 2 of which I can assume are watching her parents get murdered by criminals, and she's on her way to her 5th. She's having a bit of a bad day. You would like a flower pot, though. I can make that happen. Your room has been destroyed. P.S. The pirates destroyed your room, or at least the walls into it. They also destroyed every single item in this room, the war room and the studying room, so we have no capacity to do research, which is totally fine. I think we kind of have to back burner research for the moment, but we should address the latest update. Despite the pirate attack, life does go on in Founders Fortune, and updates do continue to happen, and now we have the profession update. So let's take a look at someone who's vaguely competent, or at least used to be. Doris, you're pretty much leading the pack in this colony right now. Let's take a look at your jobs list, because this has completely changed now. So Doris can be theoretically anything, and as I understand the update, and I just kind of briefly read through the notes of it, so do please, of course, correct me in the comments when I'm wrong, you always do. She can be multiple things now. I noticed that I can prioritize these, or at least I assume that I'm prioritizing these things, because the numbers go up and down, and that's generally what prioritizing means, from 1 to 3. So let's say for argument's sake, I said you were going to be a farmer first. I would assume that 1 is top priority. I'm using basic RimWorld ideas here, that number 1 means this is your highest priority. You were a farmer prior to the pirate attack. I would like you to continue being a farmer. And then, what else could you really do? How about you were maybe a craftsman at 2 priority? I'm not even going to bother with Scholar right now because we don't have any of the gear to do it. And we've got a lot of the research done. We're at a comfortable level with research. If we have to back burner it, that's fine. How about, I don't know, Doctor at 3? I mean, I could make it 2 as well. I should actually probably make it 1 because a lot of people are banged up. Let's just see how this all fleshes out. So, you're going to be a farmer first, and then craftsman doctor as you need to. Mia, what would you like to be? You need to be a miner, because Henrietta was our top miner, and she's kind of out of commission right now, in that she's dead. Oh yeah, P.S., one of you is going to have to dig some graves. How about, I don't know, forester at 2? And farmer at 2? I'm kind of just winging it here. Now, Jonathan the idiot, you will never gain experience because you are an idiot. It's in fact your trait. We're working on peeling that out of you, but you've got a lot of rewards points that are going to have to be accumulated before that's going to happen. So, I don't know what it is you can even do anymore. I don't know. You're not going to gain any experience, but you can still do things. So why don't you be a forester? You know what? Just be everything. Be everything. I don't even know. You're not going to gain any experience, so you may as well do it all, I think. I'm going to see how this all plays out. And I should start putting things back together here. So give me some walls. Let's get some walls back in Daniella's house. And how about a stone wall here to put this back? I know we need a research book stand. We need a lot of things, game. We need a lot of things. Just chill on that. Burnout. Nobody is surprised. I gotta dig the graves. Nobody is surprised that somebody might be having a bad day. Get me to graves, please. We're gonna need a couple of these. Wasn't there a third death? Didn't somebody else die? I swear somebody else died. I guess not. Okay, lay out some graves for people. Let's put one for Henrietta, one for Robert and his fabulous mustache. Yeah, Doris is right into the grave digging. Excellent. Good work, Doris. Thank you so much. Why are you wicked sad? Are you banged up? No, you actually have no health effects, which is surprising because you got stabbed by pirates. Could you please remove the equipment of your former colonists before we bury them? There's no reason to bury them with their stuff. It's a little morbid, I know, but they've got good gear on them, so just kick her in the head, Doris. Nice one. Nice one. Just kick Henrietta in the head. Thank you so much. Could you actually finish doing what I asked you to do, please? And let's get him buried. Let's get him in the ground. Oh God, Daniella, just chasing after her dead mother to say goodbye. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. But it's cool, Daniella, because you're going to grow up to be Batman. It's going to be awesome. This is so depressing looking. This is just terrible. I'm so sorry, Daniella. Maybe if you chipped in the fight, it would have all turned out differently. I'm not putting it on you, per se. You are very tiny and you don't really do much of anything, but you could have kicked some pirates in the shins or something, at least been a distraction. I suppose there are silver linings to all of this. We've got plenty of food now. Plenty of food for the fewer colonists that we have. We've got plenty of accommodations. If anyone else wants to show up, we are ready to house them. And we've still got all our money because the pirates didn't take it, which is surprising. I mean, they came here specifically for our money, and then they didn't bother taking any of it. I should figure out what kind of gear we've got going on here. So, Doris, you've got the watering can. You could have virtually anything else. If I put the pickaxe in here, or the regular axe, you're just going to change over. I'd like to be able to store multiple things in here. That way, if you're going to change professions, you should be able to go and get the tool that is appropriate to that profession. But I can't do that, right? If I change you over to the axe, yeah, you just go get an axe, and you don't have the watering can anymore. Go back to the watering can. We've got 7 swords, because we don't need them anymore. Everyone is dead. But if a trader shows up, we could sell those. Alright, well, let's start putting the world back together here. Carpenter's workbench can go back where it used to be, and the mason's workshop, that can go... Oh, not enough stone. Okay, that's fine. Who did I just put on mining duty? Because I kind of need you to do that. Well, you'll do anything. Yeah, Mia. I kind of need you to spin off into mining if you could, please, because we need that stone. Okay, you live over here. let's change your thing over to a pickaxe, if you could. And then could you please, Mia, come here. Could you please work on not necessarily iron ore, just regular stone, please? Yeah, become a miner. Oh, and there's some new stuff in here. Oh, we got a deep stone mine. That's new. Costs a lot of stuff. Get a lot more stone out of the ground, and then iron, and then crystal. Oh, we got some new fancy toys to play with here. Now, I know I can't build this, but what does it look like? Okay, we could pop one of those down. It doesn't appear to have to go in the stone, although I might make it go in the stone just for, aesthetics. All right, we'll have to think about that. I actually have everything I need to do that. Surprisingly. I can't do the iron ore one. Jonathan, I notice you're gardening. Boy, you are kind of an idiot. Why are you... Oh, because you do anything. Right, I set you up to do anything at all. And you're one priority on all of them. Okay, probably don't be one priority on farming, because other people have got that covered. I would rather you were one on forester, and I'm gonna take other things down to 2. I'm just sort of feeling my way through this update. I don't exactly know what it all entails yet, but I am very interested in that stone mine. Could we get back to that, please? Let's go back to stone mining. Yeah, because stone is hard to accumulate quickly. Let's pop one of these down. We've got the materials for it. It's not like we're doing anything else. I can't quite get it to glitch into the stone. That would have worked for me more aesthetically. Okay, well, it can live near the stone. That doesn't quite look right. I'd like to bury that in that stone, but that's fine. It can live right there. I hope I haven't created some pathing issues. Let's actually just move that out of the way. That can live over there, just in case it blocks the staircase in some way. Okay, who's desperate? Probably everyone. Probably everyone is desperate. I know, it's a weird time we're living in, kids. Speaking of kids, what's Daniella up to these days? She still has a sour mood, what with the parents being dead and all. What if I got you a flower pot? Would that cheer you up? You do tend to deal with grief with material possessions. We've seen that with you in the past. So if I got you a flower pot, would that make you super, super happy about things? Because that's how you deal with life. Yeah, let's get, I don't know, these. They can represent your parents in some way, I guess. Mia, we don't need the crystals, first of all, because we're not doing any research. And I'd like you to get this done so you can go down in the mines and work down in the mining area. Because it's neat and it's new and I want to see what it does and I want to see how much stone we get out of that. So if you could get on that, that'd be super, super good of you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ooh, that did just kind of kill all our wood though, didn't it? Jonathan, yeah, you're still gardening, man. I get it. We're actually pretty good on food because there's only like 3.5 of us left. Now, Jonathan, I'm just going to go tell you to go become a forester because we need the wood. Maybe it's not a priority thing. Maybe this is not a Oh, I've set you to 3 on forester. I didn't know that. Sorry, Jonathan. I wanted to set you to 1. I suppose it doesn't really matter because you're not going to build any skill anyway because you're an idiot. Jonathan, would you like to go do what I told you to do? Is that an axe in your hand? It is. Okay, thank you. Except you're off to go gather cotton. That is forestry in a very limited sense, in that you are kind of taking down a very tiny... Jonathan, you're such an idiot. Well, the mine is operational, but Mia is just taking a whack at this rock. Do I have to tell you to go here? Oh, you need a skill for that. Oh, okay, let me go look at that then. Miner, yeah, okay. Okay, well, that's fine. You work on your mining, and then the next time we can get you working towards deep stone mining. It's 3 points away. It's not a short distance to that. But okay, keep doing what you're doing. That was a bit of a waste of resources, but if Jonathan can figure out what a tree looks like, we can get that wood back. Daniella does not seem to be cheered up by the flower pot I put in her room. Is it the wrong kind of flower pot, Daniella? Because, I don't know what else to do for you. It is, in fact, a flower in a pot. That's kind of what you were going for there, but you don't seem to be very cheered up about it. Not quite sure why. Get a flower pot in her room. There is a flower pot in her room. Ah, this is not defined as your room anymore because they destroyed the bed. Okay, that's fine. I can cope with this. Jonathan, because he was an idiot, just got some cotton anyway. So, child's bed, not enough wood. Jonathan, are you on trees? Jonathan, come here. Are you on tree duty? Please say yes. Okay, you are. Good. How much of that do I need? Because I'd really like to get that going sort of sooner rather than later. 20. Okay, this is going to take a while. We're working on it, Daniella. We're working on it. Oh, good news. Doris hurt her arm. Well done, Doris. Thanks. Appreciate that. Good job. Picking tomatoes has apparently hurt your arm. Daniella's just hanging out by the campfire. Oh, wow. She is totally going to grow up as a bad seed. We're down to 5 negative experiences, only 4 positive, and I don't have any specific way to cheer her up. It's not like there's kid toys or something I can put in here. Oh, you just had a slightly positive happy face on you for a second. How you doing with the wood, Jonathan? Actually, I think you just got enough. Get me back to beds, please. Maybe the pot plant will cheer her up. Mia, what are you up to these days? You're mining stone. Super, can you go construct that bed, please, so Daniella can take possession of it and realize that there's a flower pot in her room? And Jonathan has decided to become a vandal. Neat. Great. Super. Thanks. You are such an... Oh, wait, we're fighting. Hang on, just take ownership of this real quick. Who's fighting? What's the problem? Mia and Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan is breaking Mia's house, and Mia is sleeping through it, although I think they just had a fight. I really did get left with the 3 worst colonists here. Jonathan, you are so... Oh, there's a traitor. Oh, good. Good. Great time for a traitor. We're having a bit of a rage issue right now, Mr. Traitor Person. However, I do have... Not only do I have some money that I don't specifically need right now, but I have a fair bit of stuff to trade because we don't need half of these possessions because everybody's dead. Well, we can certainly afford to part with some of our armor because nobody's there to wear it. I'm going to get rid of 3 of those. I'm going to take some illness medicines because, you know, the flu can happen again. Is there anything else I really want from you? How many scrolls do I have? 3? We're not going to be doing research for a while. That's totally fine. Colony will get 600... Where did all our coins go? I absolutely started this recording with over 600 coins. Where did all our coins just go? Did we bury them? Jonathan, I'm looking in your direction here. You know what? Here's the thing. I actually don't want the coins now. I was, alerted in the comments that beer would attract pirates. But I noticed the second we had a bunch of money, the pirates showed up. Maybe we kind of live a little more frugally. Maybe we don't flaunt our wealth around here. So what could I take? Instead of taking 655 coins from him, we won't be able to wear any of this clothing. I could get a stone axe. Again, I need the skill points to be able to use it. All right, more illness medicine. It's not going to kill me to have that. And let's take off a couple of the pieces of armor that we're selling. That way we'll only get 67 coins from this deal. And we're going to get 3 illness medicines, which is pretty darn good. Maybe maybe we don't flaunt it. If we're rich, let's not alert pirates to that. I'm going to confirm that trade. Jonathan is still trashing Mia's house. There goes the couch. Couch is gone. I don't know what else you destroyed here. It'll be fine. Mia will just tell me what she wants anyway. You want the shelf from the food for the campfire in your house. That's actually quite a bit of rewards points for that. You may not have much of a house left when Jonathan's done with it. Well, Jonathan is all tuckered out after his rage, so he's gone to bed. Mia, again, we don't really need the crystal. You're envious of Daniella's room? Really? Oh, P.S. Daniella, now that this is your bedroom, did that cheer you up a little bit? Yeah, you did get that. Place to store armor. Why? You don't fight. I mean, I'll give it to you. Don't worry. I will give you that. You want to get a childhood education point. It's going to make you wicked sad if you study, though. I'll get you the armor, Whoozy McWhatsit there. That's fine. We can do that. And despite our large amount of vacant housing, we're not going to get any immigrants until everyone's expectations are met. And everyone's expectations are largely with skilling up in their job. So somebody needs to get some skills around here. Both Mia and Doris, their only expectations are getting level 1 in their skills. So I've just got to kind of let things tick along until they get good at it. Doris, can we get an idea maybe where you're at with gardening, farming? Okay, you're 9 out of 100. Okay. It's going to take a while to meet your expectations, which means we're going to be pretty shy on migrants until that happens. I can also specialize people in their professions too, so under minor I could specialize in stone, iron, or crystals. Well, I'm definitely taking off crystals. We don't need crystals right now. A, we've got some. B, nobody is doing research and probably won't be for a while. So why don't you just focus on those two things? Do iron ore and do stone. Jonathan, you probably cannot specialize in anything. Somebody is burnt out. I am not wholly surprised by that. But if I, for argument's sake, looked at forester, chopping trees or planting trees, that's a very handy thing to do. You can't do it because you're an idiot, but that's a handy thing to know about. Let's get over to Doris, farmer. What could we learn about farming? You could tend to fields, cook food, gather cotton, or harvest apples. All of those are actually pretty important. I'm gonna leave you to that. If we had our full complement of colonists, like we did before the pirate attack, then I could have one gardener doing the field work and the other one cooking. That would be super handy. But we don't, so you're gonna have to be a bit of an all-rounder. I'm going to see if I can pretty up Mia's room a little bit, just to shave off how sad she is about, Jonathan completely trashing it. What if you had some curtains there? And maybe, could we do a nice rug for you? I know Jonathan absolutely destroyed your rug. So how about, I don't know, this rug could live right here. And then maybe something along the lines of, a chest or maybe a wardrobe. Would you like a simple stone wardrobe? Because we can make one. You have been digging a lot of stone out. Natural wooden dresser. It's got a beauty of 6. How could you not like it? Ooh, the wardrobe has a beauty of 7, though. What else we got kicking around here? Wooden shelf, beauty of 7. That's 40 wood. Well, we got Jonathan on wood. So, yeah, I'm going to give you that. And the idiot Jonathan would love to get a large bookshelf in his house, which he doesn't deserve any of it. I'm going to move this plant out of the way, idiot. He doesn't deserve any of this, but I need those rewards points. So, large bookshelf. Is that under storage, I would assume? Wooden shelf. Okay. Wooden shelf. How about, what can you show me in a bookshelf? Oh, it's in the work tab because it's the learning abilities thing, which is the most useless item for you to have. We can't afford the wood. You're going to have to chop down a lot more trees for that. Now that... if I got that in the colony, then people could probably build skill faster than they would by just working. I'm going to guess. Might be an idea to get that in sooner rather than later then. Well, Jonathan's got his bookshelf all set. It's useless to him, but it might not be useless to, say, Mia. How about you learned about mining? Why don't you go learn about mining? Let's see if that builds your skill up any faster. Hold the phone there, Mia. Before you do that, what's your skill right now on mining? 49 out of 100. Okay, let's see how quickly that goes up reading about mining rather than actually going out and hitting rocks. I also noticed that everyone is completely over the deaths of Henrietta and Robert and his fabulous mustache. Nobody cares about that anymore. Not even Daniella. Daniella is unconcerned that her parents are dead. Jonathan, totally fine with that. Still a little sad about being too friendly with the goblins. Mia's totally chill. Mia's fine. And Doris is basically fine, apart from the catastrophic pain that she's in. But, learn to live with these things. Oh, Mia, you finished researching. you're going to go grab a snack, and then you're going to learn more about mining. How did we do on that? What did that do for you? 75. Okay, not a complete waste of time then. Well, Daniella, you've been lazing around since your parents died. We've kind of been letting you slide a little on that, but I'm going to go have you study over in the Learning Center anyway, just because I don't want you to be another Jonathan. I'm doing this for your own good, Daniella. You can't grow up to be like Jonathan. Even though you really like chatting with him, he's not to be admired. He is not a role model. So we're going to get a little studying under your belt. I do feel you're probably actually going to grow up to be a serial killer because your negative childhood experiences are, well, overpowering your positive ones, but at least you'll be a smart serial killer. Now, here's the thing I didn't know. Daniella actually loses education. Oh, it's bugs. All right, fine. Loses education while she sleeps. So I watched her go to bed, and then her little education meter started ticking down every hour that she was sleeping. So you get dumb while you're asleep, I guess. But we're back up and running. Doris, you should deal with the bug issue. Thank you. Well, Daniella, that is about as good as you're gonna get. Oh, last real people of the island. What do you want? An axe? That's it? Take it, man. Just take it. Go. This is about as good as you're going to get, Daniella, because you are growing up momentarily. In less than half a day, you are going to age up. I have no idea what happens when that happens. I mean, I do. You're going to get older and you're going to turn into an adult, but I've never actually seen it happen in Founder's Fortune, so it'll be as much a surprise to me as anyone else, except everyone else has probably already seen it. So you've got, less than half a day, Daniella. Are you going to sleep through your, graduation, adulthood ceremony? Don't. Well, Daniella's learning the important things before adulthood, like how to warm your butt by the fire. It's all about butts in this game. Where are we at, Daniella? 2/10 of a day, and you're a grown-up. I'll be looking forward to that. I don't know how it's going to turn out. You have way more negative experiences than positive, and you're not actually that smart. I don't know if you're that smart or not. It's level 3 education. I don't know. Is that 3rd grade education? That's probably not very good. But you are about to grow up. While we're waiting for that, I may as well put some of the things down that have been destroyed by the pirates. Let's get the research book stand thing going here. And sure, the scroll stand. Yeah, Jonathan's got a ton of wood coming in. So we're good on that. Large bookshelf, we've got that in place. That's fine. What are these? Medicine cabinet. Right, we need basic medicine for that, and potion laboratory. Okay, we're not at that level right now. So the scroll stand and the book stand are in play. If somebody wanted to go build those, Jonathan, are you on that? You are on that. Good man. Oh, I see Mia is confident in her skill. She did reach level 1 miner. Now we just need Doris to get better at farming, and we might be able to attract some migrants. Daniella, how's the growing up thing working out for you? Sort of now. Daniella, sort of now. Do I have to activate this? Do I have to make you grow up? No, apparently not. Daniella is a grown-up now. We're just kind of hanging out by the fire, waiting for her to become an adult, and here we are. So you got some positive traits. This is how it all shakes out. Okay. This makes so much more sense now. So as many positive experiences you have, that's going to be a positive trait. You love summer, you love apple strudel. Whoop. Negative traits, however, you got a bunch of those. Overeater, allergic to potatoes, hates winter, and allergic to apples. The allergies one I can probably kick out pretty quickly with some rewards points, but we're going to have to nip some of these in the bud. They're not the worst traits in the world. There are worse traits we could have, although you do have a very limited diet right now. And the 3 education points, we can just dump right into something, so you could be good at something right now. That's great. Do I want to favor one thing, or do I want to bounce it around a little bit? The first thing I think is you are going to follow in your father's footsteps and his fabulous mustache by becoming a scholar. Yeah, you're going to be a scholar. You're going to take up where your father left off. I could dump points into soldier. We're going to need it at some point, but let's keep it simple. You know what? Your father was also a doctor, so we're going to put a point into that. And I think also forester, because we kind of just need that all the time. Happy birthday, Daniella. And there she is, looking very much like her father. You can see the traits coming through there, except for the fabulous mustache. Again, we're glad you didn't inherit that, but you're up. You're an adult now, Daniella. I should get you a room. Daniella, you're gonna have your father's bed. It's getting a little creepy, I understand that, but that is now your bed. You can have all of that. In fact, you can have all of this. Take ownership of that. This is either your father's or your mother's, I don't know. Take ownership of everything that's in here. This is all you now, Daniella. Well, we didn't get any migrants, but Daniella is now ready to contribute to the colony. So for those who said, oh, I guess you're all done after the pirate attack, we have, to a degree, gotten things a little bit back on track. Sort of. It'll all end horribly. And we don't quit until every single colonist is dead. That's how we do it around here. So Daniella's an adult. She can start contributing. Everyone else is kind of meh, but we're still here. And we'll pick up some more Founder's Fortune next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. If you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. More of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. So, all right, well, we got a gun. Good. We got a gun and a hat. So I think we're ready to take on the wasteland at this point. We've got one gun and a hat. The YouTube award ceremony for the best YouTubers of the time. I think this may be a mild exaggeration. I look like I'm paralyzed with fear and or hunger up on stage there, but I've got my silly hat on, so that's working out for me. I think we're officially farming at this point. I think, yeah, look, 99%, 98%. Yeah, we're farming now.